Well, hi-ho folks, and welcome back to the adventures of Turwinkle, the Gnome Mage. Well, hi Turwinkle.
Greetings.
Are you all set for tonight, sir?
Indubitably.
Well, great, because we're going to go talk to the guild called Warbringer, a fun guild over here on Emerald Dream in Airy Peak, as you can see behind me. And we're going to find out all about their roleplay, how you can join them, and what kind of activities you can do while within their guild. And so without further ado, let us go and talk with this guild called Warbringer. Alrighty folks, well, as you can see behind me here and up the ramp here to Airy Peak, that's right, Warbringer. And boy, they look great. They are all lined up here. Alright, look at these guys. And right at the front here is Jalin. Alright. Again, coming right up front here is the guild leader himself, Jalin. He's the general of Warbringer. He's Battlemaster Jalin, a level 100 human warrior. Hello, sir. Or hunter, I'm sorry.
You insult me, Turwinkle.
I'm sorry, sir, but how are you, sir?
I'm doing great. How about yourself?
I am doing wonderfully, and I cannot wait to not only find out all about Warbringer, but to meet all the folks that you've brought here with you. And so, folks, when we come back, Jalin is going to introduce us to all the wonderful folks that have come with him tonight. So we'll be right back with that. All right, folks. Well, we're back here, and so, sir, we are going to start the introductions here. And so, who do we have here first?
Well, this is Moon Moon. He's our healer of the Stormstrike Division. As a whole, this Stormstrike Division, we partake in, which is my division, of course. We partake in looking into other Horde organizations and look into Horde interests to make sure things are going well for the betterment of the Alliance. And he is one of our healers that we have here tonight.
Alrighty, and next?
Next we have Delgrin Breezerider. He is a newcomer. We are soon looking to see how powerful he really is in the battlefield. He has not been in the field of combat yet, but he has defended the Airy Peak very nicely for us.
Alrighty, and next?
We have Night Protector Relic. He's been here since the beginning of the assault in Draenor. He's very strong, very loyal, always ready for a fight.
Awesome.
And we have Neriko. He is our peacekeeper. Make sure that everything is going fine, while also putting his fists in the face of his enemies.
Okay.
In the face of his enemies.
Alright, we'll walk down here.
Over here, you have the Ashen Cabal. This is our Warlocks, Death Knights, and Shadow Priest division. Mainly dabbling in the dark arts. We felt that we needed this type of power to our disposal whenever we go out into the field of battle. It has proven very useful to us, especially in our most recent adventure with the Book of Heretics.
Ah, okay. So who do we have first, sir?
Here you have Miss Calthea.
Certainly.
Very strong, very powerful. Lots of blood.
Okay. Wow, okay.
Next you have Lord Pavel. He is not one to be trusted. Very deceitful, but also very powerful and very loyal to the cause.
Alrighty, and next?
Here we have our leader of the Ashen Cabal, Captain Sullivan. He does a great job in leading this entire operation, and he even has a little miniature version of himself.
Okay. Alright. Wonderful. Alright, folks, so when we come back, we're going to meet the other side and find out more about who's here tonight. So we'll be right back with that. Alrighty, folks. Well, we're here on the other side, and so up first, sir.
Well, with a division of pure evil and dark magic, we felt that the opposite side would be extremely necessary. So here we have in front of you the Holy Vanguard with its leader, Greedy Algorithm. He was also with us at the beginning of the assault in Draenor. Very passionate, can consume lots of ale. I don't want to see him when he gets intoxicated, but that's another side of him.
Alrighty.
Very loyal and very powerful.
Alrighty, and next?
Here we have, well, we don't actually know his name, but due to his age, we just call him Grandpa. Don't let his age fool you, though. He is an extremely, extremely talented warrior. And he is extremely loyal, and we just love having him here.
Alrighty, awesome.
Next here we have Otis Danlier. He is a newcomer. He has been with us for just a little while. He helped defend against Airy Peak also during the last assault. We don't know his full power yet, but we shall figure that out soon.
Okay.
Here you have Lexovic. Where you find Greedy Dwarf, you will find Lexovic. They are pretty much buddy-buddy. Very strong duo they have here. Pleasure to have here with us in the Holy Vanguard.
Alright, awesome.
This is Justicar Genjao. Been with us even before the assault on Draenor. He was with us in the adventures in Pandaria. So his combat experience is extremely, extremely well known amongst our ranks. And once again, another loyal member, another powerful paladin. Would take him any day when there's something with the Dark Arts going wrong or something Forsaken. He's probably the first person I turn to.
Alrighty, and next?
Here you have Imperius. He's a newcomer. Very flashy, thank you, Imperius. He is new among our ranks. He just recently joined up with us, and I'm sure that he's happy to push in Horde faces us.
Alright. Well, excellent, sir. A fine group you have here with you today. And so with that, folks, we're going to find out why they're all here and why they're in this guild, Warbringer. So we're going to get into that next. Alrighty, folks, and we are back. And, Jal, we had some people show up. So who do we have here?
Here we have Dr. Jarlian Talbot. He pretty much lost everything in Gilneas. He lost his wife, he lost his home. And while trying to cope with the whole curse of being a Worgen, he took shelter in Darnassus and eventually came across us and joined our division with his newfound powers that he also gained while in Darnassus.
Okay. And next?
These two actually just showed up again from a mission on searching for our lost general. People assume that I'm the general, but our general has been lost. These two are from the Brotherhood of the Shadow Assassination Mercenary Squad. This is Dionysius, this is the division leader. He always seems to find a way to surprise me, because I can never see him. So he always comes up behind me and does something like put rocks in my shoe.
Okay.
And Nervik is pretty much the same.
Alright. Well, excellent. And so you guys go ahead and relax, take a seat here. And so, Jalen, first and foremost, how did you guys come up with the name Warbringer for the guild?
It wasn't the name that we came up with. It was made on a different realm. We pretty much had a fallout with the original guild, and we took a little bit of a break from the game. We came back, we got an invitation to join a guild called Warbringer from Therax and Mortem, and after that we then made our way over to the Emerald Dream, and that's how we got started over here.
Oh, excellent. And so, what kind of guild is Warbringer? Is it a heavy roleplay, medium, light? Do you guys PvE, raid? Do you have raided battlegrounds? What kind of guild is it?
We're pretty much in everything. We're in everything guild. It started off with a want to do world PvP, and it branched out to, then it branched out to doing raided battlegrounds, and then it branched out to doing raid progression, and then it branched out to doing RP, and now we do our best to try and put our best foot forward in all aspects of the game.
Oh, excellent. So a little bit of everything for everyone, is that correct?
Pretty much.
All right, wonderful. Now, you guys do role play, and so what is the storyline behind the guild?
The guild pretty much branches off of SI7 and many other different divisions. Horrigan, we were originally, in the Enclave with Horrigan, then that branched off into Subversion with Negley, and, once that power fell, we then created the Syndicate, which then, once again, fell to internal power struggles, and pretty much got picked up by Warbringer, by a group called the Warbringers, and they were wanting to look for a leader, and they put Lyle in charge, and then pretty much Warbringer became a thing.
All right, excellent. It sounds like a very interesting and storied history to you guys. So there seems like there's plenty of places where you could add your own story hook to the guild. Is that correct?
Several, yes.
All right, folks. So when we come back, we are going to find out how you, the viewer, can come and be a part of Warbringer. And so we'll find out how you can get in next. Alrighty, folks, and we are back. And so, Jalen, I guess what we're going to talk about now is how to get into the guild, and you have suggested that we speak with Narevik. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Alrighty, so Narevik, I am a brand new person. I'm watching this episode, and I like what I see, and I want to be a part of Warbringer. So, first and foremost, who do I talk to?
We have several recruiting officers in Warbringer. We have Marissa, who is the captain and leading director of the recruitment department, and I'm assistant director of the recruitment department. But really, pretty much all our officers have the ability to do interviews and to make sure that the application process for Warbringer runs smoothly.
Oh, excellent. Now, first and foremost, is there an age restriction to getting into the guild?
Yes, there is. We want to make sure that everybody in the guild is at least, I believe, 16 years old. And preferably 18 years old is what we're trying to get people in, because we do have a mature audience here. We want to make sure that everybody has a mature state of mind as well, which is another reason why we have an actual interview process within TeamSpeak, so we get a better familiarity with people who might become potential members of Warbringer.
Right, that makes sense too, doesn't it? Because not everybody that is of a certain age is of a certain maturity, isn't that correct?
That is definitely true. We have people who are 25 years old who act like they're 12, and we have guys who are 18 years old who act like they're 25.
Okay, is there a class or race restriction getting into the guild?
No, we accept all races and classes, even though there's a lot of joking around about us not accepting pandas. We actually do accept Pandarians, but we definitely don't have any restrictions when it comes to classes or races.
Okay, do you have any pandas in Warbringer?
I think we have 2.
Okay, alrighty.
Maybe just 1.
Now, is there a level requirement to getting into the guild?
Yes, you have to be at least level 90 to apply to join the guild.
Wow, okay. So, level 90. Why did you guys choose 90?
We want to make sure that those who are joining will be able to come to most of the events or be close to be able to reach these events. Most of the events and things that we have going on in Warbringer require to be at end level. So, we don't want people having to ask us to help them quest the entire time. It's not a leveling guild. It's more of an end-game guild where people will be doing a lot of end-game raiding.
Okay, excellent. Now, you already mentioned that there is an out-of-character interview. Is there an in-character interview as well?
We do not have an in-game or in-character interview. It's just out of character. And then RP is something that they can join in once they've joined Warbringer. We do mention about the RP and the divisions that we have, more information throughout the actual interview, but it's not an in-game interview, as RP is optional for the guild.
Oh, okay. Excellent. Now, is there an application that you have to fill out as well to get in?
Yeah, if you actually go to www.warbringer.org, you'll actually be sent to our guild website where you can do an online application. which requires you to submit a character selection screenshot so we can see all your characters to make sure you don't have any horde alts in one of our rival guilds that have been known to try to bring spies and espionage agents into the guild and try to find out about our world PvP events. Unfortunately, we do have quite a bit of that going on. So we do have an interview application and kind of like a background check as well, completing the entire application process.
Okay, and on that website, does it detail all that we've talked about here so far as well?
Yes, it does. It goes in even more depth than what we talked about today. So there's pictures, diagrams, charts, everything you possibly need to know exactly what you're getting yourself into, including the policies and rules of Warbringer as well.
Oh, excellent. So again, folks, that's www.warbringer.org. And again, all that information that we talked about here today will be there as well, and in even greater detail. So check that out. And finally, do I have to, obviously we talked a little bit about this already, so do I have to know how to roleplay to be in the guild?
No, you do not. Like I said, RP is actually optional within the guild. It's something that you can become a part of once you already join the guild, but we do have people in the guild who do not do RP, which is totally fine as long as they're respectful towards it and do not interfere with, other RP policies that the server has.
Right, and you know what, sir, eventually they will come into the fold. It just takes a little bit of nudging sometimes.
I didn't RP until I joined this guild, and I've gotten into it for sure during my time in Warbringer.
All right, folks, when we come back, Turwinkle's made it into the guild, and we're going to find out the rules that he has to follow now that he's part of Warbringer. So we'll be right back with that. Okay, so we are talking about the rules for the guild. Now that I'm part of the guild, we're talking about the rules that I have to follow now that I'm part of Warbringer. And so, Sullivan, what are the in-character rules, first and foremost, being part of Warbringer?
Well, in character, we keep it pretty open-ended. You can do a lot of stuff. Really, we try and stress not god modding characters, making your character invincible. We also definitely do not encourage ERP or anything like that. But other than that, we really do keep it open-ended. You can do pretty much whatever you want with your character.
Okay. And as far as out of character, sir, what kind of rules do you have for the guild in that regard?
Out of character, we have, I don't want to say strict, but we have a lot of rules to cover stuff. Our GM, Lyle, actually writes out a lot of things for the guild. We have a very strict policy against racial comments, slurs like that, or anything like that. We have the age restriction, and another rule we have is you cannot be in guild if you have a horde tune in one of our rival guilds like WSB or even D7. D7 we're pretty cool with, but we just keep these we keep restrictions on just to be safe. Another thing is we also have a call to arms policy, which is our big thing, which basically means unless you are doing a current content raid or pushing arenas past a certain rating like 1800, and one gets called in guild chat, and it'll be made very apparent if one's called. You're expected to drop whatever you're doing and go help out with whatever's going on. Usually it'll be if hordes attacking. Sometimes we'll go on the offensive. It really it depends, but I'd say probably at most you'll see 2 of those a week.
All right, well, excellent. And it sounds like that's put there to encourage guild cohesiveness and guild play, isn't that correct?
Definitely. The end goal is to have a strong community here, and I think that we're succeeding in that.
All right, excellent. Well, there you go, folks. A very good set of rules, and not only in character, but out as well. And so when we come back, we're going to talk about ranks, where you're placed as a new person in the ranks, what those ranks are, and how you can get promoted between them. And so we'll be right back with ranks. All right, folks, and we are back. And so, Jalen, we are talking about ranks. Now, I've just made it through all the prerequisites there. I'm following the rules. Where am I placed? And I guess we're talking actually to Marissa here, aren't we? All right, I said that incorrectly. It's not Marissa, it's Marisa. Now, Marisa, where am I placed as a new member as far as ranks are concerned?
When you come into the guild as a new member, you start out as a volunteer, It's kind of an introductory rank for people just joining us. And if you're an active member in the guild after you join us, you usually don't stay at this rank for very long. Usually once you've joined us and you've done a CTA, you'll get ranked up immediately. Sometimes even if it's like the same day or two, you can get ranked up to soldier after joining. If you're somebody that just kind of logs in and joins us and doesn't really do much, and we don't see you for any CTAs, and we don't really see much of you after joining, you may find yourself being a volunteer for a while, but it just kind of shows us who's joining to join and be active and that kind of thing.
Okay, and where do you get promoted after that?
After that, you go to soldier, and that's where a majority of our rank, or the people that are in Warbringer, sit at.
Alrighty, and then next?
And after that is super soldier. This is kind of an elitist group in Warbringer that we have set up. It's kind of a special rank. It's for people that have been with us for a little while and people that have kind of gone above and beyond. And they show strengths in either world PvP or PvP. And also they're exceptionary members of Warbringer. These are people who are out there and they're helping the community. They're joining TeamSpeak when they're online. They're going to CTAs. People need help in guild chat. They're saying, okay, I'll go help you. What do you need? You know, and they don't really put themselves before other people in the guild. They're active parts of the community.
Oh, excellent. And then I guess you move on into the officer positions, is that correct?
That is correct. The first rank we have for officers is lieutenants, and our officers in Warbringer are pretty busy people. You don't get to be an officer in Warbringer for just knowing people in the guild or being best friends with Lyle or Jalen or anything like that. You have to earn your position, and once you get your position, you have to continue to earn your position. Everybody who's an officer has a job to do, and their jobs are reviewed, and if they're not doing it, they are demoted back down to the regular ranks in Warbringer. The next rank is the captains, and the captains, they oversee the lieutenants, basically, and they oversee a department and make sure that that department is running effectively. Sully oversees human resources on the World of Warcraft level. Monzalager oversees our PvP and takes care of our raid team, and I oversee recruitment. And we have Jalen and Lyle as co-leaders of this guild. Lyle is the GM, Jalen's technically the co-GM. What Lyle does is he basically takes care of the behind-the-scenes and administrative part of the guild. He's written all of our rules, takes care of TeamSpeak, our website, and that kind of thing, and basically runs all of the administrative part of Warbringer, while Jalen's the one that you're going to see actually in-game, running our world PvP and taking care of everything in-game.
Now, in order to take Jalen's position, do you have to defeat him in the Arena of Blood?
You can't take Jalen's position. He's irreplaceable.
I beg to differ, ma'am. All right, well, excellent. And yes, Jalen, that was a challenge, and we'll be meeting in the Arena of Blood after. And
oh, no.
Turwinkle, soon to be leader of Warbringer. And
Turwinkle.
The era of Turwinkle shall begin.
It won't be Turwinkle.
All right, well, excellent. So, folks, when we come back, we're going to talk about the guild events that Warbringer participate in, and we'll find out all about that when we come back. Alrighty, folks, and we are back, and we are talking guild events, Jalen. And so, what kind of guild events does Warbringer participate in, sir?
Well, once again, we do our best to make sure that we're putting our hand in every aspect of the game. That ranges from, small scale world PvP, just ganking in 10-end jungle. We have raid progression days where the raid team goes into normal or heroic mode of whatever current raid there is and does their best and does an excellent job at it, pushing through to the next boss. We've even had events in the past, which we haven't done in a while, but it's in talk right now, where we take mammoths and we go somewhere like the Storm Peaks and we try and scale mountains with them.
Okay. All right. Do you guys do any roleplay events?
We do plenty of RP events. Since we have 4 divisions, we do our best to try and space them out a little bit as much as possible, mainly on the weekends, just to make sure that there's activity going on. And then there's some days where we all come together, like mainly on the campaigns where we get everybody all grouped up together. And then, everybody on their own will then do like their own individual division roleplay.
Okay, excellent. Now, do you guys have guild meetings at all?
We have guild meetings. They happen probably twice a year,
Okay. And do you do any community events?
like server-wide events.
Yes.
We did the Winter's Veil, and that event was a lot of fun for everybody. We came together and got everyone together, and we just threw snowballs for probably like half an hour, 45 minutes. Gave out gifts to Alliance and Northside. Took a picture in front of one of the Christmas trees, and then did some storytelling while having a feast, like storytelling and Christmas feast or Winter's Veil feast.
All right, well, excellent. Sounds like you guys have plenty that you're doing, not only RP-wise, but in the other fashion as well. So great. And so, folks, when we come back, we're going to find out what the current storyline for the guild is and what Warbringer is doing in its story. So we'll be right back with that. Alrighty, folks, and we are back. And so we're talking storylines in the guild and what you guys are currently doing. And so, Jalen, what is the Warbringer currently doing in its storyline?
Well, we recently had an attack on our base of operations. We figured that someone named we captured someone named Moondestra. He was a part of the Division 7, which they kidnapped our general. So we had questioned her and try to get some information from her on the whereabouts of Division 7 and where they're holding their leader. And after failing in recovering her, they decided to pull back their forces, and pretty much abandon Moondestra, which then we turned it around and let her go since she is no longer a threat to us, and used the Brotherhood of the Shadow to tail their forces all the way back to their hideout, which is located in Desolus. So right now, we are preparing and gearing up and getting supplies for a long journey from the Airy Peak all the way to Desolus on foot.
Oh, great. That sounds like an awesome storyline. And you also have smaller storylines within each division, don't you?
Yes, we do. I guess we can go ahead and start with Captain Sullivan.
Yep. So yeah, I'm the leader of the Ashen Cabal, and we've had quite a lot of stuff go on. Like the past few months, we actually were imprisoned for doing a sacrifice on. You might want to cover your ears, but it was a gnome mage.
How dare you, sir?
Yeah,
Okay, moving on to the next person.
But no, yeah, we do a bunch of we do a bunch of sketchy stuff. Right
yeah,
now,
I should say, sir.
Right now, we're kind of dealing with some issues that we are starting to have some trust issues with our resident warlock Pavel, thinking that he might be doing something that's kind of even out of our bounds. We've been going and trying to investigate some stuff that was going on in Stranglethorn Vale that might lead us to eventually find our original General Lyle again. And overall, we usually we handle the interrogations of people when we take prisoners. Usually, when I say usually, it's almost all the time. They end up going through like a torture or something like that, but we handle all the dirty work of the guild.
Okay, and who's next, Jalen?
We can have Greedy speak now, leader of the Holy Vanguard.
All right, Greedy.
Holy Vanguard, as of right now, RP-wise, we're kind of waiting for orders. I know we're kind of doing a thing with D7, so we're waiting for orders on that. I and someone else from the Holy Vanguard, Eremos, I know I got that name wrong, was on the investigation team that went down to Stranglethorn, and also realized that there was definitely something sketchy down there. Greedy himself went back down there as of recently by himself, and so yeah, right now the Holy Vanguard is on hold for RP until matters can be arranged.
Okay, well, excellent. And next, sir?
Last but certainly not least, Dionysius can tell us about the adventures of the Brotherhood of the Shadow. So, Dionysius, go ahead.
Hi there, I'm Dionysius, also known as Mono within the group. I lead up the Brotherhood of Shadow, which is our newest and certainly also our smallest RP group. It's made up of just rogues and druids at the moment. And our main focuses are things like gathering intel, stealth killings. Go figure. A couple of our prisoners have all been caught by us, things like that. More recently, we've had operations both in Ogremar and Stranglethorn to combat the horde that are there. And then the most recent thing that actually has our RP sort of in flux, because we're not sure where we're going to go with next, is that we just got back from finding out where our General Lyle was held. We specifically, my character was out for a good 2 or 3 weeks searching Glimdorf and following D7, trying to figure out where we would find him.
All right, well, excellent. And so, folks, when we come back, what we're going to do is we are going to talk to each one of these folks and find out what they enjoy about being in Warbringer. And so we'll be right back with that. Alrighty, folks, and we are back. And again, we're at my favorite part of the interview, and that's where we find out why folks are in the guild that they're in. And so this week, we're talking about Warbringer. And up first, we have Grandpa here. He's Soldier of Warbringer. He's Grandpa the Light of Dawn. He's a level 100 human warrior. And, well, first of all, hello, Grandpa.
How are you doing, Mr. Turwinkle?
I am well, sir. Now, sir, what do you enjoy about being in Warbringer?
What I enjoy the most with Warbringer is the respectfulness that you get from the other players of Warbringer. I just enjoy being with these friendly people, and they're pretty amazing. Pretty cool guild.
All right, that's an excellent answer, sir. Thank you very much. Alrighty, folks, up next is Greedy Dwarf, or Greedy. He's Lieutenant of Warbringer. He's the Ambassador Greedy, and he's a level 100 Dwarf Paladin. Hello, sir.
Hello.
Now, Greedy, what do you enjoy about being in Warbringer?
I love the community. Just like jumping into TeamSpeak, being able to chat with everyone, the humor every day. It's... yeah.
Okay, well, excellent. Yeah, there's nothing like being in a guild where when you come on, you feel like, man, this is so much fun. I enjoy these guys so much. And you have a good time, right?
Yes.
All right, well, excellent answer, sir. Thank you very much. Alrighty, folks, up next is Painkiller, Alt of Warbringer. He's Painkiller the Explorer. He's a level 100 human paladin. Hello, sir.
Hello.
Now, Painkiller, what do you enjoy about being in Warbringer?
I would say the thing I enjoy most about being in Warbringer is the fact if I want to do Battlegrounds on one of my many alts, I can just send a message in guild chat, and I'll probably get a group of 3 or 4 just like that.
Oh, excellent. Yeah, there's nothing better than being in a guild that's actually active, isn't that correct?
That is very correct.
Yeah, because why be in a guild if there's nobody doing anything? You might as well be not in a guild at that point. All right, well, excellent answer, sir. Thank you very much. Alrighty, folks, up next is the Sullivans. We have Sullivan, the Captain of Warbringer. He's Marshal Sullivan. He's a level 100 human Death Knight. And we have Sullivan, the Officer Alt of Warbringer. He's Sullivan the Deathstalker. He's a level 95 Gnome Death Knight. Hello, gentlemen.
Hello. Hello.
And so, Sullivan Captain. Sir, what do you enjoy about being in Warbringer?
I really enjoy the community and just like all the people I've met here. This was the first guild I came to on Emerald Dream, and it's the only guild I've really been on Emerald Dream since I came here. And I like the structure and the community we have.
All right, excellent answer. And Minnie Sullivan?
Oh, yes. So my main is actually Fiery. So this is my RP tune. The reason why I've been in Warbringer since before Warbringer came to Emerald Dream was for friends, to make friends, and then later on, at this point in time, the community. Watching it evolve to what it is now, this, I'm going to say, juggernaut of a community.
Well, that certainly is what makes WoW what it is, isn't it? It's not necessarily the game or the graphics or anything like that, but it's the community that we've all forged within the game, isn't it?
Yes.
Definitely.
All right, excellent answer, you guys. And again, I love you guys' roleplay. It's awesome.
Yes, he's a good mini-me.
Away we go.
Thank you, guys. Alrighty, folks. Up next, we have Lexabic, a volunteer of Warbringer, Blood Champion, and is a level 100 Draenei Paladin. Now, being brand new, ma'am, I guess your question's a little different in that, what drew you to Warbringer?
I actually know a couple of the members outside of the game, and they suggested that I could join their guild, and I was like, okay, yeah, sure. It's a name that I know, it's a name that they've talked about, and it felt safe to join.
And so how long have you been in the guild so far?
I'm not entirely sure. I think like 2 months or so.
Oh, excellent. And so what have you enjoyed about being in the guild?
Definitely the community. I'll log on to TeamSpeak when I get home from work in the evenings, and there's always tons of people on. There's always people to do BGs with. It's fantastic.
All right. Well, excellent answer, ma'am. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Alrighty, folks. Up next, we have Relic, Soldier of Warbringer. He's a level 100 Night Elf, Death Knight. So, Relic, hello, sir.
How are you doing, Turwinkle?
I am doing well, sir. And so, Relic, what do you enjoy about being in Warbringer?
Ever since I joined Warbringer, I've never really had to worry about joining any other guild. This is the only guild that I chose to join as soon as I came to Emerald Dream. I witnessed one of the World PvP events, and ever since I've seen him in action, I've wanted to be a Warbringer.
Oh, excellent. Well, that is an excellent answer, sir. Thank you very much. Alrighty, folks. Up next is Neriko, Officer Alt of Warbringer. Neriko of the Four Winds. He's a level 100 human monk. And who do you have there with you, sir?
This is Zufu. This is one of the cubs of Zwen. So my character is a monk studying under Zwen. So he kind of is one of my guardians.
Oh, awesome. Okay, sir. Now, what do you enjoy about being in Warbringer?
I've been in the guild for almost 2 years now. I used to be Horde, part of the crew, if anyone's ever heard of them. They're a huge PvP guild. Once they disappeared, I decided to come Alliance because that was always my dream. Came here, I honestly just asked in trade chat who the best PvP guild was because I was always huge into PvP. And I heard Warbinger's name get called out several times. So I said, sign me up. I've never looked back since. I'm really a big fan of the community here. The GMs, the officers, the members, everybody seems to has become an actual family for me.
Okay, well, excellent answer, sir. Thank you very much. Alrighty, folks. Up next is Moon, Super Soldier of Warbringer. He's Moon, Guardian of the Alliance, a level 100 Night Elf Druid. Hello, sir.
Hi.
Now, Moon, what do you enjoy about being in Warbringer?
I like myself.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it?
I also like arenas. Yeah, I like those in Warbringer. There's plenty of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, there you go, folks. Likes himself and the arenas. So excellent answer, sir.
Thank you.
No, thank you, Moon.
All right, I gotta go. My life's complete now.
Alrighty, folks. Up next, we have Pavel, Super Soldier of Warbringer. Pavel of the Black Harvest. He's a level 100 human warlock. And so, sir, what do you enjoy about being in Warbringer?
Well, I enjoy the people and the community a lot. I am mostly a raider, and here I found a team for it. And when I'm not doing PvE, I like doing RP, the whole chaotic, good kind of warlock. World PvP, BGs, and arenas. And this guild supports all of that.
Okay, wonderful. Yeah, it's always good to find a guild where, again, it supports not only the stuff that you do inside the game, but supports you outside of the game as well. Isn't that correct?
Yes, that is correct.
All right, well, thank you very much, Pavel.
Thanks to you.
Alrighty, folks. Up next, we have Ace Hart, Super Soldier of Warbringer, Battle Master Supreme. He's a level 100 Night Elf Hunter. And who did you bring up with you, sir?
Got my trusty pet Ragnar here, named after Ragnar Lothbrok from Vikings. And I got my little spirit that follows me around. I'm going to have some kind of RP about that. I haven't figured it out yet. Kind of like a Navi, like Link has.
Ah, okay, awesome. Now, sir, what do you enjoy about being in Warbringer?
There's a lot to enjoy. I was impressed when I first joined Warbringer at how organized everything was, and the leadership deserves props for that. Like, they got the website, and they do interviews for everyone that comes in, so that's really impressive. But primarily, like what Pavel said, there's like so much you can do in Warbringer. It's not just an RP guild, it's not just a PvE guild, so it's just a guild, like in the truest sense, which is great because you can enjoy all the different parts of WoW that it has to offer. I'm on the raid team, so that's primarily what I do, but everything else is there if you want to do it as well.
Well, that's great, yeah, because again, for a lot of folks, they might enjoy one thing and never have tried like raiding or battlegrounds, and given the opportunity, they might find that that's something that they really enjoy and re-sparks an interest back into the game if they're getting bored of PvE or raiding and that sort of thing. So it's great to have many options within a guild, not just one focused thing.
Exactly, and then even like creative events like our wonderful interview with Turwinkle here, and we do AV pre-maze and stuff like that, and there's even been like mammoth parkour, so some pretty fun stuff.
All right, well, awesome answer, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Alrighty, folks, up next is Calthea, Soldier of Warbringer. Calthea, the savage hero, a level 100 Night Elf Death Knight. So, ma'am, I love this transmog, by the way.
Oh, thank you. I love it too.
Now, what do you enjoy about being in Warbringer?
I've been in a lot of guilds on the server, but I've never had like a home, I guess. Except I really found that in Warbringer, and it's just pretty great. Like, I got to reiterate about the community. It's just there's a real community, like, family vibe that you get. It's pretty cool. And on top of that, it's just, I have so much pride in Warbringer. Like, I wear my guild tag, and I know it puts a target on me, except at the same time, I'm like, yeah, I'm in Warbringer. And I love that it offers a little bit of everything. While I'm primarily a PvPer, I'm on the raid team and stuff. I also like to dabble in PvP sometimes, and there's always a group for, well, anything. Like, if you just type in chat, like, anyone want to do BGs? There'll be, like, 4 people that are like, yeah, I want to do BGs.
All right, excellent. Yeah, again, being in an active guild is certainly a lot more fun than being one that's not. So, great answer, ma'am.
Thank you.
All right, folks, up next is Dionysus, Officer Alt of Warbringer. Dionysus of the Nightfall. He's a level 100 Night Elf Rogue. And, sir, this is your first character?
Yeah, my first one ever. He's been around for quite some time, a good many servers, and he's done me well.
And how long have you been playing WoW?
I've been playing since the very end of BC, so quite some time. I took a short break here and there, like many people do, but I've been around for pretty much everything.
All right, well, what drew you to Warbringer, sir?
I was actually coming off of a break during Mists of Pandaria. It was coming back, and my brother had already joined it up with a old guildmate of mine, another guy that I had led a previous guild with, and they suggested Warbringer, so I made the jump to Emerald Dream, checked it out, got part of the family, and I've been here ever since.
All right, well, excellent. And so, what a great answer, sir. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Alrighty, folks, up next is Marisa, Captain of Warbringer. Marisa is a level 100 human mage, yay mage. And hello, ma'am.
Hello there.
Now, Marisa is the one that's kind of got this whole thing rolling here. It was so kind to invite me to come and talk with these awesome folks. And so, Marisa, why did you want me to come and interview Warbringer?
Warbringer actually had me at hello, pretty much. And I just wanted everybody else to be able to experience and know them, kind of like I do. I was actually the GM of a very small roleplay guild on Horde side at the time that I met Warbringer. I was kind of hanging out outside of Eversong Woods, just kind of wandering around, and they came in with one of their Zergs, just kind of rolling everybody over as they went. There was just a whole group of them. It was like a dance. I just stood there and watched them. I was amazed. I was just like, wow, these guys are pretty amazing. So I kind of added a couple of them to my battle tag and started talking to them. One of them was Jalen. I just randomly picked out a couple of names I liked. That's kind of how I roll. So I was like, oh, I like this name, I like this name, I like this name. And I added them to battle tag and started talking to them. And after talking to them a bit and seeing how they did their world PvP, and I said, I'm going to join. So I put in an application, and I think it was probably a week or so afterwards. And it wasn't too much longer that I took my main, which is Marisa, and moved her into Warbringer. And I haven't really looked back since. Warbringer's been my family ever since.
Well, awesome. That is a terrific story and a wonderful answer, ma'am. Thank you very much. Alrighty, folks. Up last, but certainly not least, is the co-leader of the guild himself, the General of Warbringer, Battle Master. He's a level 100 human hunter. It is Jalen himself. And so, Jalen, what brings you back day after day to lead this guild, Warbringer?
Honestly, which is a funny thing, I've been playing this game since Wrath of the Lich King. And for me personally, the game, and I believe it's honestly something to do with how long I've been playing it. I feel like there's a steady decline, more and more and more and more, as I keep playing the game over and over and over again. But even now, when I feel like the game is honestly at its rock bottom, it's honestly the people in the guild that brings me back. And, I log into TeamSpeak like everyone else keeps saying, log into TeamSpeak every day. We always have good laughs. There's never really a dull moment that I can recall while being in this community. And honestly, if Warbringer didn't exist, I more than likely probably would have quit the game a long time ago. There's honestly some really... I'm actually fortunate to be in the position that I'm in, and fortunate to be the co-leader of a guild like this, something I can actually be proud of.
All right, that's an excellent answer, sir. A guild is only as good as its leadership, and from what we've seen here tonight, I think you're doing an excellent job, and so thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
Alrighty, folks, and so with that, we will be right back to find out if we missed anything during the interview. So we will be right back. Alrighty, folks, and we are back. And so, Jalen, did we miss anything during the interview, sir?
No, I believe we covered everything, Turwinkle.
Alrighty. Well, folks, seems how we covered everything. Again, if you're looking for a great home to join here on Emerald Dream, a great place to come and either roleplay, PvP, raid, battlegrounds, whatever you would like to do within the game, this guild has it for you, don't you, Jalen?
Yes, we have everything to offer. In terms, well, okay, I'll just leave it at that. We have everything to offer.
Okay, well, certainly. And there's a little something for everybody to do here. And so once again, if you're looking for a great guild to join, look no further than Warbringer, a fun guild full of a lot of fun folks. Let me tell you, in between takes here, folks, we have had just a ball, just having a good time talking, laughing. And so, again, a fun guild. If you're looking for a great home, as you heard from all these folks, they really consider this a great community and a great place to be. And I have to agree. And with that, folks, we are going to come back and give a goodbye to this awesome guild, Warbringer. We'll be right back with that. Alrighty, folks, and we are back. And again, this has been so much fun here tonight, guys. Thank you very much for taking the patience in answering all of Turwinkle's pestering questions. It has been a lot of fun. And so with that, folks, what we're going to do here is we are going to play a game of musical chairs before Turwinkle hurts back to the shrine with his final thoughts on this awesome guild, Warbringer. All right, guys, so let's get ready. Everybody get in position around the chairs. Okay, we're in position, and the song begins. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Da 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 da. Oh, oh. All right. Okay. So those guys that aren't in the chairs move to the side. All right, folks. When we come back, we'll find out who the winner is. Alrighty, folks. Well, we made it safe and sound back to the shrine here. And we have the winner with us here, Brian, of the musical chair contest. Did a great job. There was some fun life gripping going on. It was a lot of fun. So these guys did a great job. Congratulations, Brian. And so, folks, with that, again, if you like this episode, click that like button. If you'd like to comment on this episode or on any of our other episodes, please do so below. Let us know what you liked and what you didn't. And finally, if you'd like to subscribe, well, we would love to have you. And so hit that subscription button today. Alrighty, Turwinkle. Well, excellent job, sir. And Turwinkle, we will see you next time.